Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mala Haldar, and I welcome all of you to yet another exciting and super informative session on entrepreneurship and basically how to become your own boss. This is an exclusive session under ICAP's newest and coolest initiative, Entrepreneurship Cell, powered by Aptech Limited. Through eCell, we want to tell everyone that it is a blessing to have a good boss. I'm really blessed, but then it is amazing to be your own boss. Okay, so before we move ahead, a question to all of you: is it really easy to be your own boss? I mean, yeah, it does sound fancy, but then trust me, I don't think it's that easy. Okay. So you just cannot wake up one morning and become your own boss. Getting there requires courage, planning, financial planning, mentoring, that push, or the willingness to take risk. As you take that leap, you will fall many times, but, like you have to get up every time. So it's important you take pride in your product and service. You make sure it's something that creates value for others. And yeah, you should never fall in love with it, because the more you love it, the less willing you will be to make changes. So it's not that simple, but it's not complicated either, provided you dream and you're willing to take that first step. But more than me, today we have two gentlemen with us who are very successful entrepreneurs, great human beings, my friends, and someone who really inspired people around, just not in the media and entertainment industry, but otherwise as well. But before I formally introduce today's speaker, I would like to take the honor of inviting our esteemed dignitary from Aptech Limited, Mr. Vishal Mehra, Chief Business Officer and Country Head, Industry Connect Alliances and Placements. Welcome, sir. It is such a pleasure and honor to have you today.
Thank you so much, Paula. Thank you for the welcome. Very excited to be here. Very excited to be part of this session.
Same here. And so before we hand it over to our speakers of the day, I would request you to please say a few inspiring words to our audience.
Just had a thought that I want to share with our students here today. First of all, a very warm welcome to Utkarsh and Abhyuday. Thank you so much for your time, gentlemen. We really appreciate it. And I'm sure you're going to give us sessions that are very informative and inspirational, because you two have chartered a tremendously different course for your own lives. And it's been very impressive. I'm aware of your journey. And today I hope our students will get inspiration from hearing of your story and what you've done. Mala, बात ऐसी है कि सबकी लाइफ की जर्नी, स्पेशली जब आप बी योर ओन बॉस की उस दायरे में चले जाते हैं कि भाई मैंने किसी की नौकरी नहीं करनी, मैंने खुद नौकरी करनी है, मैं किसी से पगार नहीं लूंगा, मैं किसी को सैलरी दूंगा. So when you start on that, there is a very strong common thread in the initials of every entrepreneur, gig economy worker, freelancer. इन सबकी कहानियां यूनिकली अलग हैं. सबका अनुभव इस जर्नी का अलग है, बट एक कॉमन थ्रेड है जो आज आई एम होपिंग दैट उत्कर्ष एंड अभ्युदय कैन बोथ हाईलाइट फॉर अस, कि द चैलेंजेस व्हेन यू स्टार्ट, कि मैं करूंगा क्या, मैं बनाऊंगा क्या, और जो मैं करूंगा या बनाऊंगा वो कौन लेगा, और उसका दाम मुझे कौन देगा. ये सब सवाल हर किसी के दिमाग में आते हैं, और इन सब सवालों के जवाब एक नहीं होते. दिस इज द इंटरेस्टिंग बिट. Everybody answers this question differently. Similarly, what do I need to do what I want to do? If I'm in beauty and wellness, I need a makeup kit, an entire proper kit. If I'm going to go into media and entertainment, I need a good machine. Then where am I going to source the work from? Who will pay me for the work I do? These are common questions, but amazingly enough, the answers are not common. Everybody has a unique answer, a unique journey. And आज मैं इन सवालों के जवाब सुनने को बेताब हूँ. तो मेरी उत्कर्ष से और अभ्युदय से ये रिक्वेस्ट है कि इसको जरूर हाईलाइट कीजिएगा कि there is something that is common. The questions are common on your entrepreneurial journey, but the answers you define will take you where you want to go or not, and how that process worked for each one of you. All right. So I'm not going to stand between our distinguished speakers and our audience. So without much ado, back to you, Mala.
Thank you so much, sir. So I'll quickly introduce our speakers. So we have Mr. Utkarsh Veer, who is the founder and managing director of Rock Salt Interactive, which is one of the best gaming studios we have. And we also have Mr. Abhyuday Grover, who is the founder and director of Resonance Digital, founded in 2016. And they are doing some of the amazing works you guys see in Bollywood as well as Hollywood. So welcome, Utkarsh, and welcome, Abhyuday. And thanks for doing this for us, for our students.
Yeah, and thank you, Mala, and thank you, Vishal sir, for having us on board. And this is something personally I get connect, and I would like to answer Mr. Vishal over here that okay, what was my thing? Yeah, it is basically how we do. We all are practicing certain things in our personal life. How to make a budget, whatever money I have, how to spend it, what can be bought, what can be done in this, what time we have to go or reach somewhere. Simply, your personal life, you have to replicate in your personal, professional life as well. So, discipline, focus, and passion are the three words which I say are a very good combination, which work for me here. It's a brief answer, what I can start with, and all to Abhyuday. I'm all
Yes.
ears to hear from you as well.
Yes. Okay. Before मैं एक चीज स्टूडेंट्स को बताना चाहती हूँ. Students, please ask your questions. ठीक है? There is a question and answer tab. Okay, I can read all the questions. कुछ बच्चे लिख रहे हैं कि no network and all. I think ऑडियो बिल्कुल क्लियर है. आप लोग प्लीज अपने सेंटर में या जहां से भी आप सेशन ले रहे हैं एक बार चेक कर लीजिए. सचिन थोड़ा सा होल्ड कीजिए. आई विल टेक योर क्वेश्चन. ओके, सो स्टूडेंट्स प्लीज type your questions and I'll be happy to take them from the speakers. Okay, so जो पहला क्वेश्चन जो स्टूडेंट्स पूछ रहे हैं, एंड आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट अभ्युदय इफ यू कैन आंसर दैट क्वेश्चन. एंड उत्कर्ष सर, मैं आती हूँ आपके पास कि ये हमको कैसे पता चलेगा कि ये हम कैसे डिसाइड कर सकते हैं कि हमको कौन से टाइप का बिजनेस करना है. सो दिस क्वेश्चन इज फ्रॉम सचिन. सो अभ्युदय, इफ यू कुड आंसर दैट कि हमको समझ कैसे आएगा कि हमको कौन से टाइप का बिजनेस करना है.
Sure. Thank you, Mala, first of all, for having me here. Thank you, Vishal, sir, for that brief but very important introduction and all the questions which you rightly put. Coming back to Sachin's question here, कि हमें कौन सा business start करना है, वो कैसे पता लगेगा? How to recognize what is your passion? How to recognize what to start? Okay, so this is very interesting because this is the first step of starting your entrepreneurial journey. It's very important for you to know कि आप क्या करने जा रहे हो. ठीक है, passion is one thing. आपको एक चीज, for example, for somebody sketching is a passion. Somebody really likes sketching, but is doing business in this field of sketching is going to be fruitful or not is a matter of fact a question which is very important. So congratulations, Sachin, for asking this. For me, it has always been about how bad you want it. If there is something you really want to do in life and you've made a point and you want to make a point in front of everyone ki ye karna hi hai, then your why becomes more important than what. Okay, aap kuch bhi start karo, that why behind that is more important than what. एक entrepreneur अपनी life में बहुत कुछ करता है. जरूरी नहीं है कि एक ही बिजनेस करे. कुछ लोग क्रिएटिव बिजनेस के बाद टेक बिजनेस में चले जाते हैं. कुछ लोग as an investor अपने आप को पोर्ट्रे करने लगते हैं and become an investor. That is also a business. Somebody becomes a creator, that is also a business. So what is important, but why is more important than that. So your what will be defined by your ecosystem, that what you like, what are the important factors of starting this, कि ये मेरे लिए start करने के बाद मेरे को initial push देगा कि नहीं देगा. Initial push देने के बाद mid term और long term में कितना push देगा कि नहीं देगा. What are the chances of this particular thing being disrupted by any technology coming in the future. So you have to put in all those factors. But again, I'm focusing more on the emotional aspect of starting a business, which is why are you starting a business, first of all, whatever it may be. So I think that's my answer to this question for Sachin.
Thank you, Abhyuday. I guess Sachin, आपको you've got the answer to your question. So आप मेकअप आर्टिस्ट बनना चाहते हैं, आप कुछ अपना टेक में कुछ खोलना चाहते हैं, गेमिंग में, a lot of students are asking me questions कि हमको गेमिंग का एक स्टूडियो, आई थिंक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, जैसा अभ्युदय ने बोला, रिसर्च एंड व्हाई, आप क्यों, आपका इंटरेस्ट है, आप क्यों खोलना चाहते हैं, आई थिंक दैट इज समथिंग व्हिच इज एक्सट्रीमली इंपॉर्टेंट. थैंक यू अभ्युदय फॉर आंसरिंग दैट क्वेश्चन. Okay, I have a question for you, Utkarsh sir.
Yeah.
Okay. It is a very sweet question, so I thought I'll take this first.
Sure.
आयुष पांडे का ये क्वेश्चन है कि सर हमको ये कैसे पता चलेगा कि ये हमारा हमको बिजनेस करना है, बट हाउ डू वी नो आवर इंटरेस्ट, और हम लोग दूसरे कंपनी को, लोगों को कैसे बता सकते हैं कि ये हमारा इंटरेस्ट है एंड दिस इज आवर बिजनेस.
Right. So I will share my journey over here. So I was an artist. I used to draw a lot. I have done BFA. And like anybody else in India or any other country, I started working, I started looking for a job. Okay, so yeah, I got an job of an artist in Mumbai, a studio called UTV. In the year 1999, and that's where my journey started. Okay, so now it is my first job. I'm away from home, so I have to deal all of it and survive in Mumbai. So after that, okay, yeah. So it's been I was there working as an artist, and it was a learning. It is basically when you start into something, anything, a job or a business, you learn about it. You do, you practice, and there was a point when I start feeling like, okay, I am a good artist. It was a start point, and then after 4 years, I felt like I am doing something better what I was not doing earlier in last year. So the progress was always.
Utkarsh sir, one request, if you can please do it in English. I think Hindi
okay,
and English.
Okay, fine. So मैंने मुंबई में जब जॉब शुरू किया आर्टिस्ट का, उसके बाद थोड़े टाइम के बाद लगा कि हाँ, मेरे में अंदर एज अ आर्टिस्ट और एज अ पर्सन इम्प्रूवमेंट हो रहा है. So 4 साल बिताने के बाद आई ज्वाइंड अनदर एनिमेशन स्टूडियो. वहाँ पे कुछ साल नौकरी किया, सीखा. जॉब वाज नॉट नेवर अबाउट कि मुझे जिस चीज के लिए रखा गया है मुझे वही करना है. I was keen to learn the life cycle of it. Okay, I am doing my job, company is paying me money, but as an individual, I wanted to learn what the others are doing also.
Beyond
how it is
the regular
making
job.
sense. I am doing my job as an artist. Then I switched my profile towards, into technical side of it. I joined digital department in a little less salary from what I was doing as an artist. So just to learn the cycle management. And I have been changing my gears, and I did it for 11 years. 11 साल तक मैंने यही किया, but 11 साल में मुझे पूरा समझ में आ गया स्टार्ट होके खत्म कैसे होता है. Then I felt like, मुझे पता है कि अभी कैसे होता है, मैं शायद कर सकता हूँ, एक छोटे लेवल पे स्टार्ट तो कर सकता हूँ एटलीस्ट. So I quit my job and I started this company. So my journey एकदम ही अलग है. मतलब मैंने तो 11 साल नौकरी किया है, लेकिन सबको 11 साल करना है. आप लोगों में से आई एम श्योर 100 से ऊपर लोग होंगे जो उनको शायद 3 साल ही नौकरी करनी पड़ेगी. मैं थोड़ा डम जैसा था तो मुझे 11 साल लग गया, बट आपको जरूरी नहीं है. और उस समय पे जैसे हम लोग आज बात कर रहे हैं, मैं यहाँ पर बैठा हूँ, आप लोग कहाँ जगह जगह पे बैठे हुए हो, तब हमारे टाइम पे इतना एक्सपोजर नहीं था चीजों का. इंटरनेट और ईमेल तो उस समय शुरू हुआ था जब हमने शुरू किया था. तो आज का टाइम और आज की जनरेशन इज वे स्मार्टर देन इट वाज, बिकॉज as a technology is evolving, everything is evolving. So so I didn't choose the industry which I was working on. I chose the next one, which was gaming. I was 11 साल मैंने एनिमेशन पे काम किया, फिर मैंने गेमिंग बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया, क्योंकि जो लर्निंग कर्व है मोर और लेस इट इज अ क्रिएटिव. तो मैंने बहुत ज्यादा नहीं चेंज कर दिया अपना सब कुछ, बट हाँ, आई फेल्ट आई डिड माई रिसर्च कि अभी एनिमेशन तो इंडिया में आके इतने साल हो गया, बट गेमिंग को आके अभी शायद 7-8 साल ही हुआ है, तो शायद ये ज्यादा अच्छा होगा. सो गेमिंग भी सीखेंगे और फिर जितना आता है उसमें एड ऑन भी होगा, एंड टचवुड इट वर्क. एंड 12 साल हो गए हैं कंपनी के, तो नाउ आई एम प्राउड। जैसे शुरू किया था 4 लोग थे हम लोग, आज हम लोग 150 लोग हैं। बहुत बड़ी कंपनी अभी भी नहीं है, अभी भी छोटी सी दुकान है हमारी, बट हमारी दुकान अभी 4 कंट्रीज में है।
वाह।
सो हम लोग डेनमार्क में हैं, हम लोग फिलीपींस में हैं, हम लोग सिंगापुर में हैं और हम लोग इंडिया में। तो इंडिया सबसे बड़ा ऑफिस इंडिया में ही है, तो मैं भी इंडिया में ही हूँ। सो इट्स नॉट ए रॉकेट साइंस टू बी ऑनेस्ट। मतलब ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि मुझे एक ये थॉट जरूर होता है और ये सुन के अच्छा लगता है कि हाँ, मैंने पढ़ाई बहुत ज्यादा तो नहीं करी, मैंने बीएफए किया, बट मैं आईआईएम एमबीए को हायर कर सकता। दैट्स इट।
अभी कहाँ पर है? Where are you right now, Utkarsh? I guess
आई एम इन हैदराबाद।
you're in Hyderabad. Okay, cool. Fine. So that was beautifully explained. Now I want to take this question. This question is from Medhavrat Rathi. Okay, if any one of you would like to answer, Abhyuday or Utkarsh. It is extremely important to have a good mentor in life. Okay, आप कुछ भी कर रहे हैं, जॉब कर रहे हैं, बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, एक मेंटोर होना. आई हैव माय मेंटोर, सो विशाल सर इज देयर, सो कीप्स ऑन गाइडिंग मी एंड मेंटोर वो पिन पॉइंट करते कि यहाँ पे तू गलत है, इसको ठीक करो. Now Medhavat's question is, sir, how do I find a good mentor and how important it is to have a mentor when you actually plan to start your own business?
You
Anyone
have,
who would like to
it's a
answer?
very simple answer। और इसमें मेघा आपके मेंटर को कुछ नहीं करना है, इसमें आपको ही करना है। अगर आप फोकस्ड हैं और अगर आप ईमानदारी से अपना काम कर रहे हैं, तो मेंटर आपके पास अपने आप आ जाएगा। You have to perform whatever you are doing wherever you are, and good people will come to you. You don't have to reach out to people. I believe in that basically, because in I have a office, but I am not a boss here. I am just a colleague for them. So जो भी ऑफिस में अच्छा काम कर रहा होगा, तो उनको मेरे पास नहीं आना होता, मुझे उनके पास आना होता। तो मुझे और उस पर थोड़ा सा पुश करके उनको और मोटिवेट किया जाए, उनको और बताया जाए। So the way you are looking at, mentors are also looking bright students, bright people. So एक्चुअली आपको सिर्फ अपना काम करना है, आपको मेंटर को ढूंढना भी नहीं।
थैंक यू सो मच सर। आई थिंक वेल सेड कि मेंटोर, जैसे हम लोग मेंटोर को ढूंढ रहे हैं, मेंटोर आल्सो लुक्स फॉर मेंटीज एंड पीपल हु रियली आर ब्राइट. एंड आई थिंक इट इज एक्सट्रीमली, एवरीवन विल अग्री, इट इज एक्सट्रीमली important for an individual, whether you are in your job or you're doing a business, to come out of that cocoon, to come out that comfort zone.
Right.
सर यही करना है, वो बात नहीं बनती. You have to actually walk, take that extra step.
राइट। सो इसका एक बहुत अजीब सा एग्जांपल देता हूँ, मे बी पीपल विल कनेक्ट और नॉट। नवाजुद्दीन सिद्दीकी एक बहुत अच्छा एक्टर है, तो डायरेक्टर्स उसके पास जाते हैं, वो नहीं जाता है ड्रामा। उसने क्या किया, उसने सिर्फ एक्टिंग करी।
He set that benchmark, that level.
That's it. So he didn't reach out. He might have reached out, but people have not identified. So he didn't went again to them, but he did what his craftsmanship was, and people have reached out to him. And entire India now global also.
Yes.
As simple as that.
Thank you so much. So Abhyuday, we have a question for you from Riya Karekar. Okay. Generally, हम लोग, we discuss on all these fancy terms. I'm an entrepreneur. I am my own boss. ठीक है, and मेरा ये payment आया. But I'm sure there are times when your client doesn't pick up your call. Time पे payment नहीं आ रही. Okay. There are a lot of things which demotivates you, which demotivates your team. So how do you cope up with that, and what are those things which in an entrepreneur should keep in mind before starting his own business? Because sab kuch acha, and I really wanted to talk on those sides as well, and that's Ria's question. So over to you.
A brave question, and I'll answer this bravely. I'll start this with an example. We started in 2016, and 2017 was a very good year for us. We were doing 2 major series in terms of VFX, of course. And one out of that, after the first episode, was taken up by the production house, who had their own internal VFX team already, which was not known to us. Okay, we had this agreement of all the episodes, but after we did the first one, it was taken up by the production house's in-house VFX team. So that was a blow to us in terms of our resource planning and all of that. For that, in that haste, what we did, we picked up another project, which was bigger than that, but without doing the background check on, how will our payment terms be and all of that. Because we expanded our team, a lot of expenses are put in to actually do those episodes. Now, we did the entire series. We won ITA award also for that, for best VFX for that particular series. But we only got paid 15% of it. Now, this was a massive blow. I'll not take names, but it was a blow of around 75 lakhs to us in a matter of 3 months. And in the second year of our operations. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes, you're audible.
Sure. So it is very important to, do your background checks, choose your projects wisely. But I would again say we all learn as we progress in businesses. You cannot know everything. You cannot know 100% of all the things before you are starting up. You'll have to take risks. You'll have to have some leverage over some funds which are put aside for all these occurrences, and just go beyond it and do not fail. I mean, हमारे पास उस समय कोई रीजन नहीं था टू कैरी फॉरवर्ड बिकॉज हमने इतने एक्सपेंसेस कर दिए थे, हमारे ऑपरेशनल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चरल फिक्स एक्सपेंसेस इतने इंक्रीज हो गए थे बिकॉज वी वर प्लानिंग ऑन दैट entire series that didn't happen, and that the second one for which we did award winning work and the payment didn't come to us. uh, uh, we had all the reasons to shut stop, but we didn't do that because again, how bad you want it is more important. You have to keep going on. You have to find ways and means of getting over your losses, and losses are just a part of it. It will keep happening. You will do wonders in projects where you will not earn. It will not be profitable, but those projects will be your future milestones for getting you a lot many other big projects. So you have to keep going on. Yeah, do your background check wisely, but again, you will not know everything 100% of it in advance.
Exactly,
You will have to
exactly.
take risks.
Yeah, it is just like कि if you want to learn swimming, pool में कूदना पड़ेगा. So
Exactly. And also, Mala, एक पॉइंट आता है बिजनेस में जब आप अपने टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस पुट अप करना शुरू कर देते हो अपने क्लाइंट्स के सामने. ठीक है, स्टार्टिंग में शायद वो टाइम नहीं होता है, but then when you have a lot of options to choose from, then probably you can set your terms and conditions with Warner Brothers as well, which we did last year. So you have to wait for that time to come in your business.
yes, actually, this reminds me of my makeup artist. Okay, so there's this girl I go to, and I am in touch with her since the last 10 years. Okay, so पहले क्या होता था, I used to tell her कि आपको इस टाइम पे आना है. Now she, I actually have to take her appointment. कि can I come? So this is for all the people in the audience जो makeup artist बनना
Yeah.
चाहते हैं या जो beauty and space में है. तो I think थोड़ा सा हम establish हो जाते हैं तो we can actually set our own terms and conditions. Rightly said, and I think Pranjal has been requesting to take his question. So Pranjal, I will take your question now. Utkarsh sir, probably if you would like to answer this question. Business में कितना important है patience? Important hai, or is there any shortcut, or this is Pranjal's question and he really wants me to take this question from you.
Yeah, so kitna important hai? Can you I'm sorry I missed out for a second.
Patience,
Yeah,
important it is to be patient.
it is you highly important. It is highly important because you cannot choose, you cannot be a desperate. बिजनेस में करने के लिए और सक्सेस थोड़ी बहुत पाने के लिए आपको क्या नहीं करना है वो बहुत क्लियर होना चाहिए. जो भी बिजनेस आएगा वो कर लेंगे, शायद सही अप्रोच नहीं होगा. जैसे आई एम जस्ट एडिंग व्हाट अब्यूदय मेंशन्ड कि ये ओवर द पीरियड टाइम ही आएगा. जाहिर बात है कि कोई भी आदमी बिजनेस पे उतरता है तो बेसिक 3 थिंग्स आर नेम, फेम एंड मनी. So are you crazy that you are running behind it, or you are creating a value of the product or the vision what you have? This is important. So for that, you want a quick money or you want a long-term profitable good product. So ये पेशेंस, इतना पेशेंस हर आदमी का अलग होता है, मेरा अलग है, आई एम श्योर अभ्युदय का भी अलग होगा, माला आपका भी अलग होगा. तो ये चीज पे आपको काम करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि सक्सेस आपको ओवरनाइट सक्सेस और शॉर्टकट जैसा चीजें थोड़ा मुश्किल से आती हैं. सो इतना मैं तो इतना लकी नहीं था, तो बट हाँ, पेशेंस इज नीडेड वेरी मच.
No, you're absolutely right, Utkarsh. Just to add one line to it, the motive should not be to earn money. The motive should be to create wealth long term.
Right. So
that's more important. For that, patience is utmost important. I mean, you cannot not have patience and create wealth.
Right. I hope I have answered.
Gentlemen, yeah, beautifully answered. Okay, I will now take Rohit Chaudhary's question. Okay. At what point of time, probably, I would ask both of you, आप लोगों को, when did you decide that now you are ready with your startup or with your project? When did you feel, I'm sure आप लोगों ने कुछ research किया, अभ्युदय, I guess you were also working in Delhi, then you researched, and so how can we decide, or is there a checklist, which decides that now you are ready for your startup, so abhi it is the time to declare to the entire world. So Utkarsh, and we'll start with you and then I'll move on to Abhyuday.
So same, as simple as Mala, you said that पानी में कूदना है, तो कूदने के पहले जो जंप मारने के टाइम पे जो थॉट होता है ना कि अब बस we have to push ourselves that we are ready. So because ठंडी में जब नहाते हैं तो पहला मग पानी डालने में जितना तकलीफ होती है ना, वैसे ही होता है थोड़ा सा, और कुछ नहीं होता है. पहली बार साइकिल चलाना, गिर जाएंगे, जाहिर बात है, ये सब हम लोग हमेशा अपनी जिंदगी में ये डिसीजन लेते तो ही हैं. सो इट इज वन ऑफ इट. एंड बट हाँ, जाहिर बात है, बिजनेस करने के लिए कोई 3 साल का बच्चा तो नहीं सोचेगा. ऑफ कोर्स यू आर एडल्ट इनफ टू डू द बिजनेस, सो वी एक्सपेक्ट एंड एवरीबडी एक्सपेक्ट कि इतना मैच्योरिटी तो होगा. सो इट इज बेसिकली अ सेल्फ पुश दैट वर्क्स. मैं किसी को पकड़ के बिजनेसमैन नहीं बना सकता, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. वो थोड़े तो क्वालिटीज होने चाहिए उसके.
Yeah, Abhyuday, what is your take on this?
Self push, as Utkarsh very rightly stated, is very important. But क्या होता है ना? So we have like 600 plus participants here. I'm sure सब अलग-अलग background से आ रहे हैं. सबका thought process भी अलग है. और सबके circumstances भी अलग हैं. As Utkarsh mentioned about his life journey, so he started as an artist and then went on to work for 12 years, and then he started his entrepreneurial journey, and then it's been 12 years he's been doing that. That's a long journey. Hats off to him for reaching this stage wherever he is, and I wish him all the wonders in life. कुछ लोग होते हैं, of course, I can count me in that category, where I was always wanting to do business. I mean, I come from a family business background, so ये हमेशा से एजेंडा था कि बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना है. तो आप जब जॉब भी करते हो ना, तो आप उसी माइंडसेट से करते हो. आई विल डू दिस फॉर अ कपल ऑफ इयर्स एंड आई विल लर्न द ट्रिक्स एंड ट्रेड्स ऑफ इट. यू थिंक दैट यू विल लर्न द ट्रिक्स एंड ट्रेड्स ऑफ इट इन 2 years एंड देन प्रोबब्ली गो अहेड एंड स्टार्ट योर ओन जर्नी. मेरे लिए थोड़ा ऐसा ही था. सिंस माय चाइल्डहुड आई वांटेड टू बी माय ओन बॉस, नहीं बोलूंगा, टू बी माय ओन लीडर. आई वांटेड टू create jobs rather than work somewhere. So उसके लिए हमेशा से माइंडसेट वैसा था. तो कुछ लोग जो इस माइंडसेट से आते हैं, उनके लिए भी मैं बोलूंगा, आपको कहीं पे काम करना बहुत जरूरी है. You should work at some startup. You should do a job somewhere, because to understand that psyche, to understand that mindset of people you are going to be hiring at a later stage in your life is very important. It's very important to grind. I'm not saying कि एक entrepreneur की journey में grinding नहीं होती है, but to different level की होती है. But to do that grinding at the base level, at the ground level, is very important. So even if you're coming from a mindset that ultimately business करना ही है, just work somewhere for a couple of years, maybe 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever suits you, and then start your journey. It comes from self, अंदर से आता है. उत्कर्ष ने बिल्कुल सही बोला, मैं किसी को पकड़ के बिजनेसमैन नहीं बना सकता. वो जो कुछ लोग होते हैं जो बिजनेस बैकग्राउंड से भी आते हैं, उनकी पूरी फैमिली ने हमेशा बिजनेस किया है, बट वो भी बिजनेस में एक्सेल नहीं कर पाते, तो वो अंदर से ही आता है. इट कम्स फ्रॉम विद इन, ही वेरी राइटली सेड. एंड वो आपको अपने आप पता लग जाएगा कि नाउ आई एम रेडी, नाउ आई कैन टेक दैट जंप, दैट लीप ऑफ फेथ.
Yes, I guess probably Abhyuday and Utkarsh, I would really like to add कि आप ने बोला कि it is important आप job करें so that you actually are acquainted with the culture. But then if you're a freelancer, ऐसे बहुत सारे students हैं जो freelance makeup करते हैं, छोटा छोटा freelance करते हैं, so they also, I think they are fit to start their own business because they also understand the trade well. So probably freelancers will also fall in that category.
Yes, freelancing is probably a midway between, working for someone and
Yes.
starting your proper company. So freelancing is something that you get a taste of how
Correct.
your
Correct.
entrepreneurial journey will look like.
Correct.
At least some of it.
Yes, yes. So, and Abhyuday, I would really like to mention that we have 621 students online, and we have another 600, 700 students who are attending this session from their respective centers. So
Wow.
it is
That's
a full house, and I would really like to take this opportunity to thank all the centers, all the students, all the center staff for actually attending this session and motivating us and making this session a great hit. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so now next I would like to take Mayank Singh's question. Okay, so Mayank has two questions. I'll quickly take the first question. How do we find the first client for our business? Okay, so probably Abhyuday, you can answer this question. How can you find the first client? And he had a specific question from Utkarsh that how did you expand your business in 4 countries? So what is the process like, the challenges? But Abhyuday, I would like you to answer the first question, finding that first client for your business.
Perfect.
Is a
Very good
portfolio
question.
important? For example, if I'm a makeup artist, or if I'm a gamer, or if I'm a sketching artist, या मैं कुछ IT में ऐप वैप बनाती हूँ, तो मेरा पोर्टफोलियो होना बहुत जरूरी है, काम होना बहुत जरूरी है. What it is to get your first client?
So that's the most toughest situation spot, where you've started a business and you don't have a portfolio for that business. You might have your individual portfolio from your jobs or freelance, but you don't have a portfolio for that particular company. So बिना portfolio के काम लेने जाना market में सबसे बड़ा challenge होता है, but that's the most fun part of it as well. What we did was we reached out to almost everybody we knew. हम लोग फोन उठाते थे, कॉन्टैक्ट लिस्ट देखते थे, हम लोग लिंक्डइन पे जाते थे. We used to go to reach out to friends who are already in the business to recommend us, or we used to take outsourced work from studios. But वो हो जाता है यार, it takes a lot of groundwork, काफी सारी meetings, rigorous convincing, but वो हो जाता है. हमारे लिए सबसे पहला प्रोजेक्ट आया था. So in the same building where we were operating, there was a big agency who was working on a lot of brands, of course. So we reached out to them, and we told them that we do this. We have these many artists. You can come and visit our infrastructure, meet the team. If you have any project, just give it to us, be it a small project. If you don't like it, don't pay us. That's how we started. They gave us a product window job for a FMCG brand. It was just a 5-second CG content. And we told them on their face that, we'll do this in 3 days. And if you don't like it, don't pay us. They really liked it. And, that's how it starts. That's how we started doing advertising, commercials. And today we do commercials with brands from script to screen, where we take our creative directors and tell brands like Fortune 500 brands and tell them that we were thinking of this ad space for your company, and around it we're thinking of a campaign. So we do the pre-production, we do the shoot, we do the post-production. We also do their performance marketing at times, tying up with some studios, some agencies. So the whole 360-degree umbrella comes to you. But yeah, you have to start small. You have to start small in a niche and with something where you are willing to take a risk.
Yeah.
Yes, Abhyuday, so on a lighter note, मतलब risk तो लेना पड़ेगा, मतलब risk तो स्पाइडरमैन ने भी लिया था, तो बिजनेसमैन को भी लेना पड़ेगा, risk तो लेना ही पड़ेगा, right?
Itna risk ki, when I was working in my job, I was getting a steady salary every month. But for 4 years in my entrepreneurship journey, I didn't take a salary. So, ठीक है, उसको risk बोल लो या जो बोल लो, compromises बोल लो. But all that is important. आपको एक point पे ये भी feel होने लगता है कि अरे why are you doing this? I mean, I would have been stable. आपके cousins जो आपके साथ job start किया था, अभी यहाँ पहुंच गए हैं. You are still there, and all of that. I mean, so a lot of mixed emotions, but yeah, it's all a game of how bad you want it. If you have to do it, you will do it.
Have to hold on, वो करना पड़ेगा. Thank you so much, Abhyuday, for beautifully answering that question. So, Utkarsh, how did you expand in 4 countries? The challenges.
Yeah, so challenges, there are a lot. How do I did it? Like, yeah, definitely I started in Hyderabad, India. So, shuru ke, as the previous Abhyuday was answering, how to get our first client. Yeah, we did what we did. It will connect the dots, some dots, and maybe elaborate what Abhyuday answered is. We have to create a portfolio. We did. We reached out to multiple people to showcase. So nobody is going to entertain on the first meeting or something, but that's what it is needed to. You are starting. You're not, whether the guy is giving business or not, it doesn't matter, because you have started networking. At least the company or whatever you have formed, you are talking about it, and somewhere in his unconscious mind, whoever we are meeting, we are leaving a dot that this company exists and this company this does it. So the patience comes there, that you have to wait for a while. It will not happen next month. You will, I met 20 guys, and from that 20 somebody has given me a work. It doesn't work that way. So I remember initially 2 months, my target was my audience, and the target was global. So yeah, on an average 100 emails I used to send for a couple of months, just to spread the word that there is a company called Rock Salt, which is formed in India. It's a very small company. So, and patience comes, like, so whenever the guy will come to me, only when he has some work in his hand to give. So it might happen 2 weeks, it might happen 2 years. I have a business which I chase for 7 years. So yeah, so patience is needed. How I decided to reach out to different countries is also the same. Basically, I first started in Singapore because I wanted to somewhere attract the Japanese market, I'll say. So, so that time it was, I said, maybe I'll go a little nearer to them, globe-wide, because from Japan coming to India, but from Japan coming to Singapore was easy. That was the drive, that I wanted to reach out and crack Japanese market, which is the most difficult market in gaming. So that was the idea. So, and it took me a couple of years to crack that Japanese. So, but yeah, I sustained there. I set up the office. Problems, yeah, definitely you are dealing with a altogether different company laws. Because in India, it's a different law. There, it is a different law.
Culture altogether.
Different culture, different time zone. Though Singapore, India is not that much drastic, but we are following the rules which we have never heard of. Like the company in India, how it works. Now I know the company in Singapore, how it works. So this is where that started. And so Philippines, we reached out for the resources. They have a good talent pool, I'll say. So, Indian companies have been calling professionals in India, which even I have seen, but so I just flipped the coins. I said, I'll set up my company over there. Rather than me calling those guys to India and work in-house, why not I set up a shop over there? Why not? Why don't I set up an office over there? So I do not have to spend money on their tickets and stay, but I will have to spend money on the office space. So I
It
am.
happens. I guess it happens. Matlab,
Yeah, so it happens. So because
it
the
happens.
more the vision, the more the clarity, the more the
Correct.
sales comes to you. So these things are, you have to take, you have to think about it, what can be done, and
Yes.
do whatever works best for you.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir. And I will quickly take, it's not a question. Satish Kumar has written कि मैंने अपना business भी start किया था, but फिर कुछ confidence की कमी आ गई and मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा मैं क्या करूं, मैं जॉबलेस भी हूं, मैंने नौकरी भी छोड़ दिया, तो कैसे मैं अपना कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ा सकता हूँ? आई थिंक सतीश, मैं एक ही उसमें यही बोलूंगी कि आपको थोड़ा सा यू हैव टू वर्क ऑन दिस, क्योंकि एज उत्कर्ष सर सेड कि आपको आइडियाज चलो किसी ने दे दिया, आपको सब प्लान दे दिया, बट कहीं ना कहीं आपको वो कॉन्फिडेंस, यू हैव टू वर्क ऑन दैट. आई थिंक, आई मीन दैट्स माय अभ्युदय वुड लाइक टू ऐड समथिंग, बिकॉज ये थोड़ा सा है कि इसकी जॉब भी नहीं है, इसने बिजनेस भी बंद कर दी, ही वांट्स टू डू अ बिजनेस, बट वो उनको ये लगता है कि ना कई बारी वो कॉन्फिडेंस ब्रेक हो जाता है एंड ही इज लाइक ही गेट्स डीमोटिवेटेड. सो
Self pushing, self push is needed.
self push,
Yes.
yes,
You know,
that's the
believe,
right.
what he believes from within. He doesn't have to answer to anybody. He has to answer to himself, basically.
Correct. But for your
Absolutely.
for your current situation, of course, as Utkarsh rightly said, self push and that motivation factor from within is more important. You have to have that, to sustain anything long term, not just business, but anything. But for your current situation, what you can do is, you can search for a freelance project. अभी आपकी job नहीं है. I understand there would be problems. And you are not able to take that push कि आप फिर से एक अपना setup start करो, कुछ लोग को hire करो और business start करो, reach out to clients. That takes time because for now, find a couple of freelance projects, do them well. मतलब उसको शिद्दत से करो, please. मतलब just for the sake of earning money मत करो. Do it in a way where that becomes your portfolio. The client becomes your advisor. वो आपको और clients की तरफ भेजे. Or recurring business day. Start small, but start again, is I would say.
Yeah, start small, but start again. And I guess Satish, and it is just not for Satish, for everyone who's attending the session, let's dream. I mean, please start trusting the universe. आप शिद्दत से करोगे ना, trust me, dreams do come true. They do come true.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah. So, if you are focused, अगर आपको है कि नहीं मुझे ये करना है, the entire universe actually conspires to give you that thing. ये मेरा practical experience है, so I wanted to share with everyone. Please, there'll be 100 reasons for you to get demotivated, but find that one reason, find that one person, that one soul who will actually hold your hand and, who motivates you. That's very important. And you only have to do that. Okay, I'll take another question. And this is again an important question from, wish you had written your name, but it's anonymous attendee. So his question is, see, the market is already established. Okay, so if I talk about a makeup artist, there's a makeup artist probably at every house. Okay, there are a lot of gaming studios. There are a lot of, studios are working, who are, working on these VFX projects. IT, there are a lot of startups. Okay, so how do I establish my own business? The market is not virgin. There's no more virgin. So how do I establish, or what unique things should I do to make my business stand out in an already established market?
Yeah. So can I?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
So you have to. So are you creating a new concept, or are you following a success story? It's up to you, but you have to find how you are better and different from what others are doing. Find your USP. How are you different? Are you going to do the same thing, or are you going to do what? How does it? How do you tell everybody is doing this, but I am doing this also? So basic requirement is timely and quality in any business. You cannot fail on these two things. You have to be good. Everybody is good, but what you can add on also onto that. It could be your turnaround time. It could be your communication. It could be your pitch. It could be your after sales. So find that what is what you can add on what others are not doing. So that's where the R&D comes in a. So सस्ता कर देने से आपको एक particular you are losing a market. You are losing a niche market कि वो आपको 10 रुपए में देता है, मैं आपको 2 रुपए में दे दूँगा. So आपके पास 2 रुपए का ही लेने वाले लोग आएंगे. 10 रुपए वाला आपने you have lost it. As simple as that. So I hope I was able to explain, and yeah, anything else, Mala?
Yes, I guess Abhyuday, I'll take the next question because students are asking, and I really want to take all the relevant questions. So again, Mukesh Singh Bish, I think आपका क्वेश्चन मैं लेना चाहती हूँ, बट देन इन इंटरेस्ट ऑफ टाइम आपका वही क्वेश्चन है कि मैं डर जाता हूँ कैसे compete करूंगा, तो बॉस थोड़ा तो डर को तो बाहर निकालना पड़ेगा. एंड रिस्क है तो इश्क है, तो रिस्क तो लेना पड़ेगा बॉस अगर बिजनेस करना है तो.
इश्क में सब ले लेते हैं एक्चुअली.
हाँ, तो एग्जैक्टली, तो इश्क में भी लेते हैं तो इधर भी लेना पड़ेगा. ओके, another question which Abhyuday I would like to take from you, is there a checklist कि ये मुझे करना है before I start my business? This is from Bhupesh Ponia.
Okay, so Utkarsh, you want to take it?
No,
take it
no,
please,
I
please,
want you
please.
to answer this one.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so checklist. So there are different departments or different verticals of starting a business. From accounting point of view, yes, you have to have a lot of checklist. कि मुझे अपना registration कराना है, मुझे अपना shop act कराना है, मुझे ये सब करना है. So there are different answers to it, but I'll go ahead with the most interesting, which is the readiness of somebody who wants to start a business. Checklist point of view say, as जैसा मैंने आपको बताया, you should work somewhere, you should have that experience, you should be in that ecosystem जहाँ पे business होता है और so project आता है और payment आती है. This is the cycle, right? If you have to be involved in that complete cycle, आप अपने आप ready हो जाओगे. जितनी भी checklist हैं इसके in and around, वो I'm sure आप go through कर जाओगे before you want to start your own business. And again, as I said, it's a risk. It's a risk, but it's a very rewarding risk in the long term. So आप 4 साल, 2 साल, 1 साल, सबके लिए टाइम पीरियड अलग हो सकता है. आप अपनी इनकम को इंक्रीज नहीं कर पा रहे हो, नहीं बढ़ा पा रहे हो, आपको लेके चलना पड़ेगा. यू हैव टू हैव अ बैकअप इन टर्म्स ऑफ योर रिसोर्सेज, कि आपकी लाइफस्टाइल या आप पे जो लोग डिपेंडेंट हैं उनकी लाइफस्टाइल ठीक से चलेगी कि नहीं चलेगी. यू हैव टू हैव दैट चेकलिस्ट, लाइक इतने पैसे मैंने सेव कर लिए हैं, ठीक है, मान लीजिए मेरा बिजनेस नहीं चला 1 साल की एफर्ट के बाद, 2 साल की एफर्ट के बाद, तो एटलीस्ट मेरे पे जो डिपेंडेंट लोग हैं उन पे इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ेगा. सो ये एक इम्पॉर्टेंट चेकलिस्ट है. ये नहीं हुआ, आई एम लीविंग माई जॉब, मान लो मेरा बिजनेस नहीं चला, देन व्हाट टू डू अबाउट about my profession, about my earnings. You have to keep in mind all of that. Industry is very dynamic. मतलब VFX ले लो, gaming ले लो, any other industry, बहुत सारी इंडस्ट्रीज ना बहुत डायनामिक होती जा रही हैं, बहुत तेजी से चेंज होती जा रही हैं. आप चेकलिस्ट में लर्निंग को भी एक एस्पेक्ट डाल सकते हो. यू हैव टू
वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट
कीप बीइंग अ स्टूडेंट. आपको डेली ना एक स्टूडेंट रहना पड़ेगा फॉर सर्टेन आवर्स ऑफ योर डे. हैव दैट इन योर चेकलिस्ट. ऐसी बहुत सारी लिस्ट हैं यार, मतलब बट
आई नो, या मतलब इसका एक्चुअली आप बिजनेस स्टार्ट भी कर देते हैं, फिर भी बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो आपको करना पड़ता है, बट आई गेस
it's an ongoing checklist.
Correct.
But your readiness in terms of whatever you're going to start is important. Your backup plan in terms of your lifestyle and people who are dependent on you, unki lifestyle is important. And your willingness to keep learning is very important. These three are, I think, the most important aspect.
Yes. I think, networking is extremely important, which, a person does throughout his life. वो तो business, जब तक हम, till the time we are alive, networking is important. Then getting the company registered. Utkarsh sir, I really wanted to know कि rock salt नाम क्यों है मुझे पता है, बट आई वांट टू शेयर, आई वांट यू टू शेयर विद एवरीवन. अपनी कंपनी के लिए एक नाम सोचना, रेजोनेंस डिजिटल आल्सो हैव दैट किक, दैट इज आल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट. रजिस्टर कराना, सीए अकाउंट, सब बहुत कुछ काम है, बट आई थिंक it actually you learn as you are in the grind. Okay, so I have another question which I'll take. So Utkarsh sir, rock salt interactive क्यों नाम कैसे डिसाइड किया आपने?
Rock Salt Interactive क्यों? Okay, so it's a combination of two words, rock and salt. Rock stands for, a solid stability. These are the, comes in my mind. It's not necessarily, people are throwing rocks also at some places. So, so it's up to me. I have, when I'm founding the company, so I have taken this rock and I have taken the salt. Like, the idea was that time also, like, I was inspired by the, or influenced till date I am from the art and artistic things. Okay. So, whenever you give an artist, even to me also, like, if you ask me, like, you tell me, like, okay, this is the time you have to finish this one, something, or, so I might take, okay, just give me 1 more minute and I'll give it to you, kind of thing. Artist does the same thing. In every examination, I'll say students also do it. Like, examiner is standing, like, submit your copy, but still, just 1 more minute. I'll just write something. So that salt we add in food. Everything is done, cooked, everything.
Yeah.
We will taste it and a pinch of salt and we are good. So this is the combination. This is the philosophy which I'm still
I
carrying.
think अभ्युदय, ये भी एक प्रोसेस होता है ना कि अपने बिजनेस के लिए नाम क्या सोचे. I mean, this is also a task, right, for an entrepreneur.
Because every often, like, I get this, like, how come this name? Like, now I see there is a pink rock salt written on paper also. So now I see. So now I cannot change both of it. So this is what.
आई थिंक मेरे ख्याल से ये सबसे डिफिकल्ट प्रोसेस होता है यार. मतलब जैसे आप बच्चों का भी नाम रखते हो ना, तो यू थिंक थ्रू फॉर मंथ्स. लाइक आई मीन योर कंपनी इज योर बेबी, सो उसका नाम सोचना हमारे लिए रेजोनेंस इसलिए आया था क्योंकि वी वर स्टार्टिंग अ क्रिएटिव टेक्नोलॉजी बिजनेस, राइट? एंड resonance as a phenomena in physics is very artistic if you've seen the visuals of it, and at the same time it is very technologically advanced. Like if when two frequencies meet, they create some sound which is resonance, and the visuals of it are very artistic. Also, as Mala has been pointing out, the importance of networking and people skills when you start a business. Resonance to me means a lot in terms of two people resonating together. If people working in a company are not on the same page in terms of the vision and mission of the company, if they're not resonating at that level, then it gets very difficult at point of time. So for me, resonance came in because it's a creative technology industry, and the phenomenon itself is very artistic and very technologically advanced. And of course, we were looking at synergies between people in our company. So resonance.
Amazing, amazing. Another question, Abhyuday, probably if you could answer that. There's this person, okay, so he's 33 years old, okay, he has quit his job at Google last year because he wants to pursue his passion, which is filmmaking, storyboarding, screenplay, editing, modeling, etc. So given his age, I mean, Utkarsh sir, probably if you would also like to add on, so his age and other factors, okay, he's 33, though age is just a number, but still, so he knows the path ahead is tough. Okay, he's quit his job and a new business. So how can he make his life simpler, or probably, how can he elevate himself in this media and entertainment industry? So I thought it's an important question. So Abhyuday would like to answer that.
Perfect. First of all, congratulations for taking this step, man. Leaving your job at Google, which a lot of people aspire to take, is a lot of self-push in itself. Number one, and I'm sure if he's taken this step, he must have thought through the consequences of it, the journey, and the hurdles and barriers and struggles, and all the rewards of it as well. So आपने 50% तो जर्नी एक्वायर कर ली बॉस, क्योंकि आपने ये कर लिया, ठीक है। इसके बाद की जितनी भी चीजें हैं वो इस डिसीजन से छोटी हैं, ठीक है। आई एम श्योर यू विल सेल थ्रू। हाउ टू एलिवेट योरसेल्फ, हाउ टू कीप योरसेल्फ मोटिवेटेड। मेरे लिए जो वर्क करता है वो ये है कि इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर मी टू हैव अ रूटीन इन माय डेली लाइफ, यू नो, अदरवाइज इट्स वेरी इजी फॉर एवरीवन टू गेट डिस्ट्रैक्टेड। एंड उस रूटीन में आप सब कुछ रखो। आई मीन खाली टाइम के लिए भी रूटीन फिक्स होना चाहिए। लाइक यू नो, मैं 5 बजे से 6 बजे तक कुछ नहीं करूंगा। आई विल जस्ट हैव माय टी, आई विल जस्ट सिट ऑन द चेयर एंड थिंक। 1 घंटा 2 घंटा क्रिएटिव कामों के लिए यू नो रूटीन में जगह रखो, कि यू नो आई शुड बी स्ट्रेटेजाइजिंग दिस, मुझे ये करना चाहिए, मुझे ये करना चाहिए। उस समय कोई भी डिस्ट्रैक्शन मत लो। What I'm trying to tell you is, like, fitness is a part of your daily routine, like reading a book is a part of your daily routine, like having a meal, taking a shower, working is a part of your daily routine, sleep is a part of your daily routine. Then these phases where you're not doing anything should also be a part of your daily routine. And if you are able to involve that in a way where it's constructive for you, then trust me, you'll not have distractions. Motivation आप में है, इसलिए आपने ये किया है, ठीक है। आपको कोशिश ये नहीं करनी है कि आपको मोटिवेट कैसे होना है, आपको कोशिश ये करनी है कि आप अनमोटिवेट ना हो जाओ, वो कैसे रोकना है। तो
And
वो
you know,
रोकने के
you
लिए
should do
हैव अ
things
डेली
which make you
रूटीन।
happy.
Exactly. And don't keep a space for any distractions in your daily routine. And I don't I'm not saying ki party mat karo yaar. It's a distraction. No, it's not. I'm not saying कि आप you know कुछ ऐसा मत करो जो लोगों को मिथ है, जो डिस्ट्रैक्शन लगता है। नहीं, जो आपको अच्छा लगता है वो आप करो, अपने डेली रूटीन में रखो, बट डू इट एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम। आपको उठना है 6 बजे, आप 6 बजे उठो डेली। आपको आधा घंटा कुछ नहीं करना, उसके बाद कुछ मत करो उसके बाद। दैट शुड बी अ पार्ट ऑफ योर रूटीन कि मैं 6 बजे उठूंगा, आधा घंटा कुछ नहीं करूंगा, आई विल जस्ट सिट एंड रिलैक्स।
Yeah.
सो जस्ट हैव अ रूटीन so that you're not unmotivated, you are motivated already.
Beautifully explained, Abhyuday. Utkarsh sir, one very important question. So
Sure.
I'll take 2-3 more questions. Okay.
Mhm.
How important? See, I have a new idea. Is it important that I get it patented? I mean, I'm not. I think this question is again from Pranjal. So Pranjal, just let me know if I am reading the question correct. So, patent, अपना idea को patent करना कितना important है? Is it a time-taking process and is it an expensive one?
No, it is not, as far as I know, and approximately 30 to 40,000 it takes to patent your idea on money part say. And if you feel that it is something what you have created, then you must patent it, I'll say, whatever it is, you know.
Okay.
So if you feel, because if it's a copy, do not spend even 5,000 on it, because the company who is going to patent it for you, they will find it out, to be honest, and they will take the advance and they will not refund you back. So do not copy any idea and reach out to get it patented. Is a simple answer.
Thank you so much, sir. And there is one question from Preeti, which I think I would love to answer that question. Preeti makeup artist है और makeup करती रहती है, but उनको ये लगता है कि whatever she does वो कुछ ना कुछ गलती रह जाती है, मैं कैसे अपने आप को improve करूँ? I think प्रीति इसका बहुत simple सा आंसर है। मैं I am with this organization for the last 11 years, but still मैं अभी भी गलती करती हूँ, so it's okay. गलतियां हम हर कोई करता है, हम हर रोज करेंगे, बट आपको डिमोटिवेट नहीं होना, आप मेकअप करते रहिए, लोगों पे कीजिए, आपके फ्रेंड्स, ब्रदर्स, सिस्टर्स, आपका क्लाइंट, आप कीजिए, एंड आई थिंक वी इम्प्रूव एवरी डे। तो डोंट फील डिमोटिवेटेड कि मेरे को लगता है कि गलती हो जाती है, डेली कीजिए, हम लोग सब गलती करते हैं, देयर विल बी समवन हु विल एक्चुअली हेल्प यू एंड हेल्प यू सेल थ्रू।
Yeah, and we all are making up somewhere,
Yes.
somewhere in our business, personal life, professional life, or sometime even with our parents also, because we are not able to give much time to them. So we are trying to making up with them also. So we all are makeup artists. Somewhere everybody is doing, and human. That's why human making mistakes. It's otherwise you are a robot.
Exactly.
Yeah, you are human. Live your life, man.
Yeah, we will actually
Because
become God. तो ऊपर
don't
जाना
become a
पड़ेगा।
robot. yeah, do not become a robot. Please
Yeah,
make
yeah.
mistakes.
Yes, so correct. So I'll take the last question. Anyone would like to answer that? So there's this person, Kumar Anurag, okay, he's from Bihar. So research and all is important, but then his question is, and probably there's one more who asked this question, कि sir English में बात ही करना है. How important is English? Or probably I'll put it in a different way. Is it important to be an excellent communicator?
Okay.
English
So,
is a medium, but
let
कितना
me
important
take
है?
it. So, what is the name of the guy who mentioned?
Anurag, Kumar
And he's
Anurag.
from?
Bihar, Bihar.
Yeah, I am from Uttar Pradesh. मैं लखनऊ से हूँ. ओके, और मुझे इंग्लिश बोलनी नहीं आती थी जब मैंने नौकरी शुरू किया था. तो थोड़ा बहुत आता था. हम लोग किताब में पढ़ के इंग्लिश सीखते हैं, हम लोग बोल के नहीं सीखते हैं. तो तो हम लोग को सब प्रेजेंट, पास्ट, परफेक्ट, टेंस, ये सब कुछ पता होता है और हम उसी में टेंस रहते हैं. सो हमारी इंग्लिश ज्यादा अच्छी होती है, बट राइटिंग में होती है, बोलने में जान निकल जाती है हमारी. मेरी भी निकलती थी. और इसके लिए सिर्फ प्रैक्टिस होता है, बस और कुछ नहीं. आपको ग्रामर, कॉमा और ये सब बोलने में आपको ये सब दिखाई भी नहीं पड़ता ना. आप बोलिए बिंदास. As far as you are able to express and communicate yourself, आप जीत जाओगे. तो आपको बहुत ज्यादा कुछ फैंसी इंग्लिश और फिर तो मतलब, अरे आपको तो हिंदी भी आती है. यूके वालों को तो सिर्फ इंग्लिश आती है भाई.
Yeah, actually, so
बिल्कुल.
it is important to
कुछ
express.
नहीं है.
बात करते रहिए, that's it.
I would like to give an example, and it's very relevant. I had a creative supervisor in my company, and he excelled in his work. He was only like 29, 30 years old, और वो काफी super senior supervisor से भी better था. ठीक है. Again, his problem was उसको English नहीं आती थी. अभी we were doing a lot of Hollywood projects. So I wanted him to be on the call with all these clients because he was actually adding value. He was making a difference to our calls. We used to take him in the call. उसको बहुत कम समझ में आता था. We used to translate it for him. We used to listen to him. We used to translate his answer to the clients. And the calls were magical, The output of those calls were, our clients used to get impressed with the solutions what he was giving. So I'm not saying कि English important नहीं है ठीक है, but उसकी वजह से आपके काम नहीं रुकते. As Utkarsh rightly said, if you're able to communicate and express whatever you want to, you are there. But learn it, because it's a fact that unfortunate fact that a major population of the world speaks this language. So we have to win over it, of course. And that's one of the reasons that Chinese are lacking in terms of their outsourcing work. But ठीक है, वो outsourcing में lack कर रहे हैं, but वो खुद manufacture और produce इतना कर देते हैं कि they're the second largest economy in the world today. So everything has its own benefits. But since we are in a industry where we have to probably deal with these foreigners, हमें internationally काम करना पड़ेगा. And if you want to run your company, then it gets important for you to communicate. English के लिए translator नहीं रखोगे आप, For example, आप वहाँ पे एक team hire करते हो. Like we have our teams in 3 continents. उनको convince करना, उनके साथ strategies in place करना, उनके साथ discussions करना bi-weekly, वो एक founder ही कर सकता है, एक काफी हद तक एक level तक एक founder ही कर सकता है. So it's important to learn that language for sure, but don't get demotivated.
It will never be the hindrance. It will never be the barrier.
It will not be the hindrance.
Correct.
जैसे Utkarsh is from Lucknow, मैं भी कानपुर से हूँ. मतलब इंग्लिश इतनी अच्छी नहीं होती है यार, ठीक है, बट हो जाती है धीरे धीरे करके, उसकी वजह से कोई काम नहीं रुकते हैं.
So I think we have actually taken all the important questions. So if I've missed out on any questions, so please अपने center को question दे दीजिएगा, and I'll get them answered from both Utkarsh and Abhyuday. Okay, so I think that brings towards the end of the session. Vishal sir. Okay, so I would definitely like to add one thing कि सब कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट है, नेटवर्किंग इम्पोर्टेंट है, पैसा इम्पोर्टेंट है, प्लानिंग इम्पोर्टेंट है, वो चेक लिस्ट, वो विजन, पैशन, टीम मैनेज करना. बट देयर विल बी टाइम्स जब हमको ये लगेगा एवरीथिंग इज गोइंग अगेंस्ट अस, सब कुछ मतलब कुछ सही नहीं जा रहा. सो देन मैं इस स्ट्रैटेजी को फॉलो करने लग गई हूँ. Of course, I have my mentor, and you can see him on the screen, Vishal sir. But then I have started following this. जो एरोप्लेन है ना, वो कभी भी विंड के साथ नहीं जाता, वो हमेशा विंड के अगेंस्ट जाता है. So there will be times when you will feel demotivated. There will be times जब लगेगा सब नौकरी भी छोड़ दी, सब छोड़ दिया, और अब बिजनेस में भी कुछ नहीं हो रहा. मैं कैसे अपने आप को मोटिवेट करूं? एवरी टाइम पीपल विल नॉट कम टू यू एंड मोटिवेट यू. यू हैव टू बी सेल्फ मोटिवेटेड, और वो अपनी लड़ाई लड़नी पड़ेगी. सो विशाल सर, इफ यू वुड लाइक टू ऐड समथिंग.
First of all, Utkarsh, you need to get into expansion mode यार. आपको अपना कारोबार बहुत बढ़ाना है, because 99 questions में से 60 लोग कह रहे हैं I want to join Rock Salt. How do I? So you've got at least a pipeline of 60 people waiting to join you. So for all of you, sorry,
and that's why I am here.
हाँ, तो ऑल ऑफ यू जिन्होंने ये पूछा है कि मैं ज्वाइन करना चाहती हूँ, मैं कैसे कर सकती हूँ या कर सकता हूँ, प्लीज अपने लोकल जो भी ICAP टीम मेंबर्स जो आपके सेंटर्स को विजिट करते हैं, आप उनको रीच आउट कीजिए, वो आपकी मदद कर देंगे. एंड between Abhyuday and Utkarsh and a lot of the other players in the industry, trust me, there is more demand for your talent than we are able to supply. True, Utkarsh?
Yeah, of
Absolutely,
course.
sir.
This is
Right.
what we
There you
look
go,
for,
Abhyuday.
because expansion करने के लिए हमको अच्छे लोग चाहिए हमको, और उसके लिए अगर मैं ईमानदारी से बात नहीं करूंगा तो फिर तो कुछ गड़बड़ी होगा फिर.
दाल ही नहीं गलेगी हमारी.
Vishal sir, I have already shared 20-30 resume with Utkarsh and the HR team. वो already process start.
Yeah.
चलो, but thank you guys very much. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा कि this was highly interactive and you were drawing on your own experiences, और आप अपने तजुर्बे को बयान कर करके समझा रहे थे कि भाई ये हमारे साथ भी हुआ था, हमने इसको ऐसे बीट किया, या ये सिचुएशन आई, हमने उसको ऐसे सुलझाया. That's, I think, the best way to learn is to do it through interaction. Okay, so I'm really, really very grateful to both of you for sparing the time. We are going to create we are in the process of creating a platform called the AppTech eCell on the web. And what we would like at some point in time is to, draw on you all as mentors for our aspirational entrepreneurs, gig economy workers, so on and so forth, where they can post questions, and, when time permits, you can answer and guide them, on an ongoing process. Okay,
Sure.
so
We would
this
love
is a
to, sir. We would
cordial
love to do
invitation
that.
to both of you.
Love to, and Vishal sir and Mala, anytime or any questions further, some guys are asking, and you feel it is important, please do send it
Yes,
to us.
yes,
And,
yes, definitely. I would request all the students, center, if I have, if we could not answer your question in the interest of time, please reach out to your ICAP team, okay, and I'll get those answered.
Yeah.
So I think it's a wrap. So thank you so much, Vishal sir. Thank you, Abhyuday. Thank you, Utkarsh, for taking time out for this session. Thank you, Shamal sir, Zakir, everyone, Harshal, Tukaram, Shashank, for being there and ensuring that this session becomes another super hit session. Thank you, everyone. Students, thank you so much for being there, and stay tuned with us. We will be back with another interesting one very soon. Stay in touch with your center and your respective ICAP heads.